Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Storm here. You can see I have my Halloween costume. It's a little Hogwarts robe. I'm not that into Harry Potter, but I really like the outfit because it's cute, and also I cannot do a cat skin. So if you got that glimpse at my inventory, today we're going to be doing a Halloween build. So this is kind of a premise. I will explain why that's there in a minute, but first I'm going to go over what blocks I'm going to use. So I have obsidian and crying obsidian here, as well as flint and steel, so that we can make another portal. Orange, purple, and black carpets, orange and purple concrete, a bunch of types of blackstone, jack-o'-lanterns, obviously, cobwebs, wither roses, chain, ender chest, purple bed, dragon head, skeleton horse, bunch of spooky stuff. Also have the really creepy Minecraft CD and a couple spawn eggs. So, our build, this part isn't really important. I just kind of made it to cover up the hole, which will lead to our main build. You can copy this if you want. You can just leave the hole open, or you can do your own thing. This is a 8 by 6-ish. Yeah, it's an 8 by 6 build. All I used was crimson wood, warped wood, some campfires, soul lanterns, a soul campfire, and then some cobble. And it's really easy. I can do a slow little walk around so you can see what it looks like in case you want to copy it. Campfire. Yeah, so this part isn't really important. Our main build is here. So you're going to fall down this little hole, and then we're going to have our build in here. So for this build, I'd suggest, you don't obviously have to follow these exact measurements, but I personally am going to be doing 10 wide and 7 tall build. And then I obviously have a really deep hole. I just kind of dug it to the bottom of my world. I'd suggest making it a minimum of 17 blocks. You obviously can make it longer or shorter if you want, but I'd suggest doing at least 17 blocks down, just because it gives it a cool effect. So we're just going to start, first of all, by breaking these. Don't need them. And we can get down to the rest of those later. So we're going to move those out. Oops. Just switching everything around right now. Okay, there we go. And then switch those two. There we go. And I'll leave the flint and steel in there for now. So we're just going to take our normal obsidian and our crying obsidian, and what we're just going to do is we're just first going to start by making a little spiral of our crying obsidian down our hole. And we're just going to continue the spiral all the way down. Just gonna do all the way down. So I think I'm gonna start saying who the builds were suggested by. So this build was suggested by Beezus and Emerald. He is actually one of my real life friends, and he has his own gaming channel, which I really suggest you check out. He doesn't upload that often. We both have obviously conflicts with school and stuff, but his videos are really good, and he has a bunch of friends that he plays with, and they're on his realm, so you might see them in a few of my videos once I start playing on the realm. So we have a good little spiral going. I'm gonna obviously finish that, but we're gonna we don't want these ugly little dirt walls, so we're just gonna put obsidian, normal obsidian, in between. And this looks really cool when you're like falling down. It just gives it a really cool effect, and it's just so awesome. So once this is completed, you will see the effect that it gives, but this is going to take a while to do, so there's going to be a nice clean cut here, and then you guys will come back and it will be finished, and we'll get started on the rest of the build. Hello, and we're back again. You just got a nice clean cut, and I'm done building. So, like I said, it looks really cool just going down. I placed some water at the bottom so you don't die if you're in survival. And we're just going to jump down and start our build at the bottom. Whee! I love doing that. I don't know if you guys think it's cool. I personally think it's so cool to just see that little spiral of... sorry, I love it. So we're going to start by moving the black stone into our inventory, because that's going to be our main, like, stuff for now. So all we really need at the moment is the black stone bricks and then the 2 colored concretes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the floor out of polished black stone bricks, and we're just gonna place these everywhere, and we're gonna leave a gap here or there for we have cracked polished black stone bricks that we're just gonna place kind of randomly just to kind of give it a spooky vibe. And the build that I'm making it's less on the creepy side of Halloween, and it's more aimed towards the, I don't know, playful, I guess is the word I would use. So we're just going to take the orange concrete, and we're just going to, oops, didn't mean to get rid of that, meant to get rid of those. I think we're going to do stripes on one wall, or maybe all the walls. You can really, this is really up to personal preference. I'm just going to kind of mess around and see what I like better with the walls. Yeah, see, I don't really like that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have one orange wall, and then the rest of the walls are going to be purple. Because personally, I just think that's going to look really cool. And, you know, contrast walls are always good in builds and in real life, because they're contrast walls, and they just make everything pop, and it just makes everything better. So we're just going to have an orange wall here, and then the other 3 walls will be purple. Oops. So I was actually supposed to film a different video at the time you'll be seeing this release, but I was going to film it with a friend and she had to cancel. We should, however, be filming it next weekend, and it will not be build video, it will be a video on an adventure map. So hopefully you guys will see that soon. Not going to give too many spoilers yet, but it should be really fun. We've played through the map once before, and we absolutely sucked at it. So hopefully now that we know what we're doing, we'll have some better luck with it. Because we spent probably a good 3 hours on it the first time. Yeah, so hopefully now that we know what we're doing, it will work out a little better. So, see, that looks just really nice. And then we could do an orange wall over here, and I'm actually kind of considering it just so that we don't have too much purple, just because my plans for the build already has a good amount of purple in it, and I don't want an overload of purple, because orange is a more typical color for Halloween because pumpkins and just, I don't know, orange is just a like typical Halloween color. My original plan for this build actually used black concrete, and then I realized that I would need stairs and stuff, so we switched to black stone. And that's what we're using now. So you see we have the cracked black stone just kind of scattered everywhere, and I think I'm going to add another piece right there. And then we're just going to add... just going to add the rest of the black stone in. And if you were wondering earlier when I said the dimensions of the room, why they were so big, it's because we're obviously filling a good portion of that in with blocks. So we need to make it pretty large. Plus, I always find it better when creators give the limit you need to dig out, like with wall space included, then I keep picking up these stupid signs. Because it's always kind of annoying when you dig something out for build and then realize you need to dig out even further because of wall space. So this is what our room looks like at the moment, and then we're going to add black stone to the ceiling as well. So I'd suggest just kind of flying at random, or if you're in survival, just kind of walking around and just placing black stone in just random places, cracked black stone I should say, because then it will just give it a cool vibe and make it look kind of rustic and old, which really is just the kind of vibe you want with Halloween stuff. So we're going to cover the ceiling, get rid of all the dirt and the weird obsidian outline where you fell through. If you were deciding to build this in survival, you will need to figure out some way back up. I would suggest maybe doing some type of nether transport, or having like a redstone thing like in one of the walls. I, however, suck at redstone, so we can't really do that. I was actually thinking that it would be really cool to have a little redstone thing at the top where you walk in and it just looks like the normal house, and then you just kind of fall through the floor. But I cannot do redstone to save my life, so yeah, we're just sticking with a hole for now. Funny story, the friend I'm going to have on, actually, I had to get her help me with a 2x2 automatic door because I am so bad at redstone, I cannot even do that. So fun times. We are going to take the flint and steel, and I think we're just going to make a little nether portal in the wall. And I'm like forgetting how big nether portals need to be. So we're just going to indent this a little bit just because it's just kind of going to add effect. So actually, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have, yeah, that looks a lot better. And then have that there, and that there, and then we're just going to add, I think we're going to add some crying obsidian behind the portal, just because that's going to give it a really cool effect. Plus it makes everything look spooky. So we're going to light the portal, and now we have a nice nether portal in our wall, and it just looks cool. So now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're just going to make 2x2 holes at random places in our wall. And the reason we're doing this is fun decoration time. We are going to be adding mobs into the wall, and it's going to look really cool, I hope. And yeah, I'm just kind of going with the flow on this build. I had like a kind of basic plan laid out, but I don't know like specifics on what I'm doing. So we're just kind of going with the flow and seeing what we get. So we're going to just build kind of a indent in the wall. It doesn't need to be very deep. I'd say make it like 3 blocks deep, and then there, and then we're gonna place some iron bars here, and trying to figure out how to do this without letting them out. I guess we'll start with zombies, because I have this world on peaceful. 1 second. Here we go. Back to game. Okay, so we have our zombies, and I think we're just gonna stick with 2 little zombies, and yay, spooky! So we're just gonna make another little hole in the wall, and it's gonna look cool, and I think, oop, didn't mean to do that. For this one, I think we could do zombie pigment. Ooh, no. We should do bats. Yeah. Actually. No, I have a plan. We're doing spiders, and you will see why in a minute. So we're gonna do that. And oop, sticky keys alert. We're just gonna spawn 3 spiders. And they're chilling in their little whatever the heck. Hole in the wall, I guess. Speaking of hole in the wall, any of you watch MCC, Minecraft Championship, the Halloween Minecraft Championship was pretty cool. And I love all of the costumes that all the different YouTubers came up with, and I just think it's really creative. And I'm blabbering. So, we have our zombie and our spider. We're going to grab a hoglin, and where are their little friends? Those annoying little pig things that follow them around. I have no idea what they're called. Piglins. Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna spawn hoglin. And yeah, that's fun. The one thing I would say is if you were going with the flow and putting mobs in your walls, and you're planning on, like, living here, maybe turn your sounds down so you don't have monster sounds bothering you 24/7. Get some piglins in here. We're just gonna look away. Yeah, we're just gonna look away. Oh, that's just gonna go get that XP. Just look away. So we have our mobs in the wall. And after this is when we start making it look kind of homey, I guess. Even though it's Halloween and it's spooky. So we're just gonna add a skeleton horde. Oh no! Why are you dying? Thank you. Skeleton horse in there. And skeletons in here. Doo-doo-doo. And we're just gonna have like 3, I think. So we have our little animal cage stuff. We have our nether portal. You're probably asking, what's next? What are you gonna do? Well, first of all, I'm gonna get rid of these spawn eggs because I have a habit of accidentally spawning things in, and that never ends well for me. So we're going to get, okay, there we go. So we're gonna get rid of those, and then we're going to grab our jukebox and just get some background music going while we're making our spooky little house. Because, you know, we love creepy running and stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna take all of our spooky stuff, and I don't actually think we need any of that anymore. We're going to grab our polished blackstone bricks, and we're just going to make decorations in the corner, because it always looks nice when you have little corner stuff, because it's just, it doesn't, I mean, let's be honest, it just doesn't look good when you just have plain corners. You always need that little divider, unless you're building like a nice, like, real life modeled house, then obviously stick with what you have. So just gonna get rid of that for a minute. So I think what we're going to do is thinking of creative placement on where to put things is my main priority at the moment. So I guess we'll have, can you still open that? You can. So we'll have our ender chest there to just kind of match with our jukebox, I guess. And we'll put that away. And then with our chains, we're just going to kind of have some hanging down here and there from the ceiling. And we don't want this to seem like it's like specifically placed, so just kind of make them different lengths and different places, and see that's spooky. In case you haven't noticed, I really like saying spooky, don't judge me. So we're gonna hang like cobwebs from a few, oops, we'll hang one over here, I guess. And then from the other ones, we will hang jack-o'-lanterns. I do have night vision on at the moment, so I will probably take that off at some point just so you can see what the build looks like without it. But it probably will be relatively dark, so just kind of prepare yourself for that. I'm gonna add a cobweb here. Yeah, that's better. So we're just gonna add a bed. I guess we'll add it in front of the nether portal, because why the heck not? I actually just had a really cool idea. So, getting rid of the ender chest, just pretend that was never there. It's not part of it. Same with the dragon head. Neither of those ever existed. Shh, don't tell. So take those out. Take the beds out. And all we need at the moment is these 6 blocks. So flower pot, wither rose, orange, purple, and black carpet, and chiseled, polished blackstone. So first of all, with the chiseled, polished blackstone, we're going to, right there, And right there. Yes, it's uneven. I know, please don't get after me at it because it bothers me too. But, you know, sometimes things need to be uneven in order for them to look better. So we're just going with it. So we have our flower pots. And we're gonna add another one here with our creepy little wither roses. And then for our carpeting, I'm stuck on the pumpkin. We're going to add just a kind of black and white pattern around our bed, and that's really it. Get rid of the purple carpet. It's some spooky Halloween music. I don't like it though. So I think we will listen to Cat, I guess is a good one. Let's see which ones there are. You know what? No. We'll see what the combination of these two does. Nice. Okay, so we're going to fly up our hole and pretend like we have no idea what's down there, and then we're just gonna fall in and it's gonna look awesome. And if it doesn't, well, then why are you even watching this video? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it's a bright sunny day. Yay. We're gonna clear our effects. Yay. We have our little nethery looking hut here. We come and we fall down to our spooky house. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really proud of this. And happy Halloween! Thank you guys for watching so much. I love this house. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe if you want to. I try to post often as I can, but obviously I have school and other stuff that interferes with that. I should have another video coming out next weekend, and make sure to comment your build ideas and suggestions in the comments, and I will try to build them when I can. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time!